live from the E-Rena here in Monterey Park, live on the campus of East Los Angeles College for another edition of Husky basketball. I'm Albert Robles. Joined with me is the SID for your Huskies, Sermon D. Haynes. And we are in for a treat here tonight as the Huskies will face off against the Tartars of Compton College. Huskies coming in tonight with a 4-game win streak, winning 3 at the Cuyamaca Classic, and of course coming off a win against Santa Monica College. And Sermon, as we tip off against the Tartars here tonight, what are your thoughts going into tonight's game against a conference opponent?
Well, Huskies last year handled Compton easily. There's a three-pointer there by July O'Keefe to open the game on the far wing. So Huskies got a couple of scores on Compton you do have to worry about a bit. Looking at number 11, Jake Tenberge. He's averaging 17 points a game. A good steal there by the Huskies. Try to bring it up court.
Pass it
inside.
into Godfrey. Kicks it out to Jalea O'Keefe. Puts it up for another 3 just off the rim. It's a little wide as Jackson picks up the rebound. Kicks it out to Williams.
Michelini Jackson in for Shamar Morrow in the starting lineup.
Godfrey here close to the paint. Kicks it to the near side corner to Cameron Williams. Drives it into himself. Little over-the-shoulder layup for 2. Puts the Huskies ahead by 5 over Compton.
Got good space in the paint there. Got to a spot. Kind of fading away from the basket a little bit, but good body control as he went up for the lay-in.
Go ahead and set the stage here for your Huskies. On the floor, number 2, Cameron Williams. Number 10, Daniel Michelini Jackson. Number 11, Jalea O'Keefe. Number 22, Dylan Godfrey. And rounding out the rotation, number 32, Gregory Melvin. As Godfrey puts one up for 3, just short on the inside rim, gets his own rebound. Almost fouled, but not called altogether. Tartars with the rebound.
Good recovery by the Huskies there to prevent not just the one-man fast break, but the kick out to the corner.
Cooper here guarded by O'Keefe. Out to Jaden Williams. To Damaje Washington, who goes for a long 2.
Nice little step-back move by Washington. Averages 3.8 points a game on 42% shooting for the Tartars. Michelini Jackson rises up for 3, and looks like, nope, going back down the court. Loose ball foul.
So a little bit of a push there from Godfrey was the official call for the referee. So Cooper will inbound. He finds Melvin Pereiro.
Williams on the point of attack, guarding. Oh,
nice inbound pass goes rogue, intercepted by Melvin.
The Huskies need.
O'Keefe to the near side corner to Jackson. Drives it in off the glass.
That's it. Huskies looking a little more spry to start this game versus even a couple weeks ago when they hosted Santa Monica.
The Huskies off to a really good start so far here against the Tartars. Pass deflected, but ends up in control of the Tartars for 3. Jake Tenberge with a 3-point shot from downtown. Brings the Tartars back within 2.
Yeah, Godfrey didn't close out hard enough on that contest. But here he is fouled down on the other side of the court.
Jackson goes for an inbound pass to Godfrey. Almost lost control, but was fouled. So it will remain in possession of East LA. Melvin to the far side to Jackson. Finds an open Jalea O'Keefe, who goes for deep 3, hits it.
Second 3 of the game. Good to see the Huskies come out firing from deep. 3-point shooting is not something that Coach Mosley usually has and drills in his teams traditionally. So we were told at the beginning of the season that the coaches thought that this would be the best shooting team that they might have ever had here under Coach Mosley's tenure, as that ball goes out of bounds. Up them on a foul by O'Keefe. So we haven't really seen it through the numbers manifest itself as far as the shooting numbers, particularly the shooting numbers from three-point land. But hopefully, though, the Huskies, as they get better grasp of what Coach Mosley asked for offense and defensively, they can find themselves more in the rhythm.
Cooper drives it in, loses possession, stolen away by O'Keefe. A little bit of a breakaway bounce pass to Melvin off the glass and good.
O'Keefe wanted to outlet that as soon as he got the steal, but instead he waited for Melvin to get inside position. Nice bounce back to Melvin. Melvin to reverse the layup.
A great read by O'Keefe. Kicks it out to Tenberge off the sideboard. Melvin takes it away. Double teamed. Shot is waved off, and that is traveling called on Melvin.
Again, we're in an age where, it was a time not that long ago, if a guy went 1-on-2, you would immediately say, okay, pull it back, wait for at least a secondary fast break, or just pull it back and set up the offense. Nowadays, with the advancement of guys' skills and moves going to the basket, particularly Euro step, you'll see guys regularly go 1-on-2. That was a time, though, that maybe Melvin should have maybe pulled back up.
Over to Tenberge. Top of the key is Payero, guarded by Williams. Shot clock winding down.
A charge. Good defense by Williams. I think Compton felt that Williams was moving, but it looked pretty clearly that the Compton player barreled into him. So
Godfrey inbounds into Williams. He's on the far side right there on the Husky logo. Out to Jackson. Hits it. Almost. No good. Rebound. Recovered by the Tartars, and a foul is called, so it will be Compton ball.
How many fouls is that on O'Keefe? He might have to come out, and he will. That's 2 fouls on him.
That's only a second foul, but that is 2 quick fouls and only 5 minutes of play here in the first half.
Of course, in college ball, 5 fouls, and you're out of the game. So, especially with only having 2 halves, guy gets 2 fouls early. The same thing in the NBA. If a guy gets 2 fouls in the first quarter, usually it means he has to come out.
Another foul is called as Tenberge almost lost possession. So it's Javian Langston charged with the foul.
Langston, the younger brother of JT Langston, who's now playing at Ryder.
Nice little step back motion from Payero. Goes for 3, comes up short, recovered by Jackson.
Morrow now in, Shamar Morrow.
Pass from Jackson, deflected by Payero.
Nice job there by Gregory Melvin to maintain verticality.
Nice pass over to Godfrey, and another foul's called.
A blocking foul. Yes. Either he was moving or he was inside the arc, this little circle inside the paint.
Yeah, Jaden Williams called with the foul for blocking, so a little bit of movement there. Couldn't quite get set to take the charge. Godfrey goes to the line, hits his first.
Hassan Huey now in from Michelini Jackson. Give Huskies some good minutes starting this one. Compton wearing all black, as you can see. Even though their colors are technically, I guess you would call that a dark scarlet red or maroon and black.
Godfrey hits his second. We have another substitution for the Tartars. Number 12, Eddie Spencer, now on the floor.
And here's a guy we haven't seen in a while. Baker Beal checks in for the Huskies.
Morrow guarding Payero. Over to Washington, guarded steadily by Langston. Number 12 puts it up and good. That's Spencer.
Beal was late to get through that screen. Gave him an opening on the jumper.
Hassan Huey controlling the offense, leading the way. Langston gets it over to Melvin. Inbound pass to Beal. Nice little easy layup for Baker Beal. His first points of the game.
Over and back. That's a turnover. A miscommunication by Compton on the inbound. Huskies will get the ball.
So I missed what happened there.
They stepped over the line when they inbounded the ball.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, you definitely can't do that.
Yeah, so a little eager.
A little too eager.
Little eagerness on the Tartars forces a turnover and some more points on potentially there for East LA. Comes up short. Rebound by DeMaje Washington.
That was actually good defense on John 2 Cooper.
Spencer Tapayero lays up
No
over
good.
the glass. Rebounded by Langston.
Good late defensive pressure by Melvin as the Huskies turn the ball over. A little helter-skelter action now. Rebound, Beal.
Beal gets it over to Huey. Deep pass over to Melvin, who's fouled. And
No,
actually,
he
no, a
traveled.
traveling
So he
call.
Took one step too many before he made his move into the paint. So action's got a bit helter-skelter here, Albert. And even though the Huskies, you just have to take it down a notch. I mean, you want to keep up the defensive intensity. You want to keep up the intensity, but you want to play controlled. And we've seen that they've had some good stretches so far early on as they have a 9-point lead. But they just need to be able to maybe just take it down just a little bit.
Morrow guarding Piero. Screened there by Tenberge. Over to Washington. It's on the outside. Kicks it out to Tenberge.
Good perimeter defense there by the Huskies.
Now Spencer here with the clock. His kick ticking down. Gets it off in time. Off the rim. Rebound East LA. No, second chance for the Tartars. It was DeMaje Washington with the putback. Langston on the near corner. Inside to Baker Beal. Stolen away
Good blind side
by
steal.
Cooper.
Beal didn't feel or see the man coming from the backside.
Washington through the lane and fouled.
Fouls resisted. Huskies number 24, J.V. Livingston. Second personal, 5th team foul.
So second foul there for Javian Langston. As that puts DeMaje Washington to the charity stripe.
Langston hasn't been in the game too long.
Substitutions on both sides. Tenio McElhaney checks in, re-enters with Brandon Wilson. Eric Garcia enters.
So Brandon Wilson, number 33, now in the game for East LA. Checking back in, of course, is now number 10, McElhaney Jackson.
Free throw's good.
Wilson inbounds to Huey, guarded by number 3, Eric Garcia for the Tartars. Nice pass
Brandon
to Wilson.
On the baseline, cutting. Good way to get some assist numbers. Be able to cut inside, cut on the baseline, flash.
Tenberge puts it up, no good.
Good job there by defensive job by Baker Beal. Not to give up his positioning. Made it a very difficult shot.
Huey guarded by Garcia. Nice pass over to Shamar Morrow. Some excellent ball movement here by East LA. Wilson drives it in over to Beal.
Short.
Couldn't quite put it up, is short, and draws another foul.
He did.
Jump ball called. Tartar ball.
I actually thought that Beal came down with most of the ball, but referees
I do
felt
too.
that.
He has the height for it.
Yeah, he had it the ball cradled, which is Mosley complaining of some contact that wasn't called on that last trip.
Shamar Morrow guarding Cooper. Washington finds Cooper, 4-3 off the glass, rebounded by Wilson, gets it over to Huey.
So I feel like maybe Compton's getting a little too handsy there. It wasn't called. Huey was a lot of physical pressure there.
Mara out of the far corner, found Beal, and Beal overshoots Wilson with a pass that goes out of bounds, so a turnover for East LA.
It looks like Wilson Williams moved to the paint just a hair too soon. As Beal was trying to kick the ball to him at the, I would say top of the key, probably about free throw line.
So Garcia finds his teammate. Here's Cooper. 10 seconds on the shot clock, gets it over to Payero. Out to Spencer for 3, hits it.
Nice play movement there by Compton to get open above the arc.
Mario here, spin move just past half court, drives it in himself, layup off the glass.
And, yep, he got it.
And one.
Very impressive ball handling there by Morrow. Compton's coach just feels that the referee is not giving him enough calls, more explanations than calls. Although ELAC only has one foul. ELAC has one more team foul more than Compton. So
yeah, 5 total team fouls for East LA compared to Compton's 4.
Oh, another near steal.
Nice pass out to Payero, drives it in himself, kicks it
Good interior
to
passing
English.
there. Good way to keep an eye up there by Compton. Compton not exactly trapping, but they are putting pressure. A turnover inside. Fast break 2-on-1 for Compton. Layup.
Payero lays it up.
Huskies now getting a little sloppy with the ball. But not that time as Dylan Godfrey gets the feed from Morrow on the lay-in. 23-18, Huskies up 5 with 9:25 to go in the first half.
There he is. Wait. Come on, Melvin. Hit this, Melvin.
English out to Payero, puts it up for 3 and hits it.
Michelini Jackson was just a little late closing out.
Now a 2-point game.
And it looks like a foul called, offensive foul on the Huskies. Oh, 30 seconds. Extra commotion going on in the Compton huddle. Trying to figure out what exactly happened. It looked like Huskies turned the ball over either on the inbound or there's an offensive foul call.
So officially it was just a timeout that was actually called. The gesture that you saw, which you thought was the turnover, was actually just, timeout East LA.
Or Compton. Was it Compton timeout?
No, it was East LA timeout.
Okay. All right, so it was very unconventional. That's why I thought maybe they called some sort of
The
offensive
timing
foul.
of it was weird, but also timeouts are also meant to stop the time. So
Yeah.
that's what happened there. So it was the timeout on the
Okay.
inbound altogether. So it will remain East LA ball. 2-point game as they lead 23-21 over the Compton Tartars. Wide pass deflected off of Wilson, recovered by Compton. Payero, nice pass over to Garcia. Goes strong over the glass, rebounded and kicked out to Spencer.
And the loose
Who
ball
puts it
foul
up for
will
3,
go against
comes up
Compton.
short, and a loose ball foul, as Sorwin just said.
So fascinating to see here that Compton has dug themselves back into this one after being down 9 early on. Helped out by some Husky turnovers. Sometimes that'll happen if you decide to make the game a little helter-skelter, kind of play in the mud a little bit and drag your opponent into the mud with you.
Compton always the scrappy team. Godfrey here gets it out over to Wilson. Somehow puts it up and draws a foul. Shot doesn't go, but contact will send him to the line for 2.
And Huskies here, they're going to have their physicality challenge because it looks like Compton has ratcheted up the energy defensively the past couple of minutes.
So Shamar Morrow will take the shots. Hits the first.
Huey comes out. Cameron Williams back in. Huey didn't do too bad, but it seemed like the defense tried to key in on him when he was in the game.
Morrow hits his second shot, so 25-21. So Morrow on Cooper. Morrow trying and find an open lane. Gets it out to Spencer, puts it up for 3. Just off the glass and short. Godfrey with the rebound. Cameron Williams, near side corner, gets it into Wilson. Double teamed and fouled.
Huskies like to get the ball inside to their either big wings or their forwards. Compton making it difficult for the Huskies to pass the ball around, particularly inside the paint. So credit to them for that. But as the word you like to use, they're getting a little too handsy.
Wilson on the line, hits his first shot.
We're going to have you copyright that one, Albert. We're going to keep working on it until you finally do.
I don't think I've said it as much as you think I've said it.
It was the way you so emphatically and energetically described it during football.
Yeah.
It was like, this is my thing. No one's going to take my thing from him. I'm just trying to help along. I'm kind of a facilitator, if you will.
Cooper bounce pass over to Garcia, short.
A late foul.
And he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, it was the way Williams tried to defend it. Initially, when he went up in the air to contest, he didn't make contact, but the way he was jumping in the air, he was falling towards the shooter.
As it was a 3-point attempt, Garcia goes to the line for 3 shots of himself. Misses his first.
One of those shooting fouls where the defender fouled the shooter on the way down, not necessarily on the way up, as you usually see. Second free throw is good. Half of Compton's 20 shots so far are three-pointers. There's a big 2 or 3 from the line there. 27-22 with 7:36 left in this first half.
On the floor for East LA are Williams, Morrow, Jackson, Godfrey, and Wilson. Williams gets it over to Jackson, drives it in, kicks it out to Godfrey, puts it up for 3. A little too long as it heads the inside of the rim, rebound by Cooper. Piero in the face of Godfrey.
The bank
it's
shot
good,
and
a foul.
It was 3. Oh, okay. So 3 point. Okay, so it's a 3-pointer. Coach Drum, who's on the scoreboard, is trying to put politic in for a 2-pointer, but the refs insist it was a 3. The free throw is good, so the 4-point play ties this game up at 27, Albert.
Morrow for 3. Just off the rim. Jackson with the rebound, puts it back in, hits it for 2.
Nice offensive rebound, a one-hander. Rise up against the defender. We haven't seen Morrow try to shoot too many threes.
Piero loses possession. my opinion, should be Husky ball.
Referees felt that the ball went out on ELAC where it looked like it was knocked off a Tartar.
I'd have to disagree with that, but is what it is as of this moment. Cooper has the ball. Gets it over to Washington. He loses possession, but able to take it back from Jackson.
And a
double dribble called. First time I've seen double dribble called this season.
It's been quite a while seeing that call.
Jackson for three. Nothing but net for Michaelini Jackson. He puts East LA back up by 5 with 6:20 left here in the first half. Piero guarded by Morrow. Screen provided by Tenberge. Cooper here driving it in, looking for an inside lane. Lays it up for 2. No good, off the rim, covered by Godfrey.
Good job by Michelini Jackson to stay with his man there.
Morrow one-on-one, now double team, spins around. Little pass over to Jackson. Fadeaway jumper. It goes.
And it looks like Compton will call the timeout. Huskies' nice response here as when Compton tied on that 4-point play. Gone on a nice little 7-0 run here. Take the lead back as women's basketball's here. It looks like they come from practice. First person I saw, Asia Harris, who had a good tournament, was named to the all-tournament, Okawa Classic all-tournament. Well, that wasn't a tournament per se, but the all-Okawa Classic team, Asia Harris. Women's basketball, unfortunately, didn't fare too well in the Classic. They lost all 3 of their games, but as we mentioned on air last week, they are have a top 25 RPI, and their schedule will ease up considerably this month, so they'll have a good chance to pile on some wins. 12 of the 17 opponents the Lady Huskies have faced have been in the top 25, so Coach Turner navigating his team through a very brutal non-conference schedule, just the way he likes it too, Albert.
Absolutely. It was really tough competition that the Lady Huskies faced during the Okawa Classic. But even though they lost all 3 of their games, I would say they put up a decent fight in all of those games, knowing the talent that they actually faced.
And hopefully the lessons they learned and understanding what it takes to compete at the level of those teams will carry them through once conference play starts later in the month.
Absolutely, because there were some powerhouse colleges faced in Palomar, Moore Park, and of course the defending state champs of OCC.
And it was actually a three-point game at one point against OCC in the fourth quarter, as illegal screens called on
Tenberge here.
Yeah,
that's his first foul of the game. Pass deflected by Piero, takes it himself, puts it up in short, but he'll draw the foul.
Williams was asking what happened, but he bumped it to the shooter with his chest. And the reason why that happened was because when the shooter got the ball off the steal, he actually had inside position in the paint. Huskies do miss Donjay Lindsay, as first free throws missed. Coaches were expecting Lindsay to be their main lead guard to really set things up. As we have seen, Huskies passing from the guard position, playmaking from the guard position is not quite what Coach Mosley is used to enjoying so far. So they're hoping to get Lindsay back at some point.
Piero goes 1 for 2 from the line. Here's Godfrey, to the outside to Jackson. Fakes it, drives it in. Pass goes short, intercepted by DeMaje Washington. And a foul's called.
Hard foul there. Wilson was deterrent not to give up an easy layup. But now we are seeing little bits and pieces here in terms of the Huskies' offense and why they are missing that lead guard. There's situations where guys get getting trapped on the perimeter and they're not making a quick read when they see the defender, the second and third defender flash at them.
Piero hits his first.
As the saying goes, if you got 2 defenders on you, that means one of your guys are open.
And hits the second. 34-30 with 5 minutes remaining. Still only in our first half of play here from the E-Rena here in Monterey Park on the campus of East Los Angeles College. Godfrey kicks it out to Shamar Morrow. Near side is Michelini Jackson. Little pump fake, drives it out. Shamar Morrow puts it in. Inbound pass to Wilson. Just off the glass, and it goes.
Nice passing there by Morrow, but good patience by Wilson to wait for the initial defensive contest to fly by his head before he was able to go up for the lay-in.
Cooper on the far corner, turns it over.
Did he step on the line, or was it the ref kind of did a handsy thing?
I think he just stepped outside the line.
I thought it would be maybe called palming or something. Huskies turning up the pressure defensively on their own, kind of matching or answering Compton's increase in defensive concentration.
Godfrey fading away, shot is waved off as he shoved, so he draws the foul.
The Compton coach is upset, but that was a clear push, Albert.
So second foul there for Jake Tenberge.
Godfrey was laboring a bit in his move to spin to the middle, but he definitely was shoved.
First shot for Godfrey goes. Second shot goes, 38-30. Cooper guarded by Huey.
As Compton head coach is having a deep philosophical discussion with the referee about what constitutes contact, particularly in the paint. As Huey makes a little too much contact there and gets called for the foul. John 2 Cooper fouled. Cooper, the third leading scorer on the Tartars with 9.6 points a game. First free throw is good. What I'm looking at the Compton stats is that if I'm the Huskies, particularly it's going into halftime, if I'm Coach Mosley, I got to focus on getting my guys to stop fouling. You want Compton to try to basically shoot. They only shoot a little less than 39% from the field for the season, and Shamar Morrow makes a nice inside move into the paint.
Morrow lays one up off the glass for 2.
Good contest there by Godfrey. Forced a wild miss there.
And Jordan puts a little too much English on that layup attempt. Goes off the top of the board. Rebounded by East LA. Jackson for 2.
Oh, you know what? That was only a 2. He had to toe on the line.
That's what I said.
Oh, you did say that. I was too busy watching the action there. And it looks like we got a turnover as looks like it was Jordan English stepped outside on the line.
So East LA 10-point lead with 3:06 left here in the first half.
I mean, Coach Mosley going to talk about at a certain point, guys watching where they're footing when they go line up for their three-pointers.
Nice bounce pass inside to Melvin, hits it in.
Melvin is a guy last year when he came off the bench. He's 6'7", but he looks so much bigger than most of the guys he was playing against on the court. I was hoping that he would be more of an inside presence, maybe take up some of the work that JT Langston did last year.
Tenberge's pass goes rogue. He recovers.
Well,
stolen and
action.
kicked away by East LA, and a
Kickball on Compton. Kind of a tough go when you're on the floor. I think Tenberge was called for kicking the ball when he was on the floor.
I do think that was the valid call, but also unnecessary as East LA had already stolen it away. So if anything, it just kills the momentum for the Huskies.
You're saying it killed their fast break opportunity?
It absolutely did.
Albert looking for Huskies to pull off a highlight play.
Nice ball movement here. Godfrey stepping in, spins around. Inside fadeaway jumper goes long, rebounded by Piero.
Tough shot. Deep
Out
three
to
there.
Washington for the deep three. Jackson goes in and out from downtown. Piero with the rebound. Gets it over to Washington. Drives it up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Tartars puts it back in. Spencer with the putback.
Little pinball going on underneath the basket.
Huey over to Godfrey.
For the Huskies. Traveling violation is Thumbane got the pass, and it looks like he started his move or started the mechanics of his move before he was able to secure the ball. Kind of the football equivalent of a receiver looking upfield before he secures the catch.
Piero guarded by Jackson, spins around.
57 seconds and counting.
Near side corner, Spencer for three off the inside of the rim. Jackson with the rebound. Huey near side for Thumbane. Puts it up and
nice
in.
offensive board
Rebound by
putback.
Melvin. So Melvin with the putback second chance points. 25 seconds remain. Shot clock is just ahead of the game clock. Cooper passes to Chenberg. Stolen away by East LA.
As Coach Drum is next to me on the scoreboard, he's saying they're loose with it. And you can see as that play unraveled, that due to the pressure, Huskies pressure, that Compton was losing the ball as they were trying to pass the ball, and that's what caused the turnover and then the foul.
Yeah, so fouled immediately upon the actual turnover, puts Godfrey on the line. So Godfrey hits his first shot as Jeremiah Calhoun comes in for East LA.
And that second free throw is good. 15.3 left.
So we'll see if Calhoun can make an impactful 15 seconds here. Cooper, nice moves, doesn't go. More second chances and zeros hits the board, and that's the end of the first half. East LA leads Compton 48-37.
And I like the way the Huskies closed out that half in the past few minutes. Nice answer by the Huskies when Compton tied the game, I believe at 27. Huskies put forth a 7-0 run and then just kept grinding and kind of ratcheted up their defensive pressure. And thus that's mostly why you have a 11-point lead for the hometown green here as we headed to halftime.
So as we hit to halftime, we'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we are back for the start of our second half here. Live at the E-Rena for more Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles. Joined with me, of course, is the SID for your Huskies, is Serwin D. Haynes. As East LA starts off with possession, Jaleo Keith at the top of the key, kicks it near side corner to Williams for three.
Huskies opening the second half the way they did open the first half with a made three-pointer. And there's a corner three as Compton responds with a corner three ball.
So back-to-back threes to start off here our second half, both by number 2 of the respective teams.
Oh, good D and steal. Fast
Melvin
break.
loses possession. Payero with the nice, easy layup off the glass.
Steve and I were just talking on Instagram how the Huskies need to cut down on the turnovers. Case in point there, leading to the fast break.
Pass to Jackson inside, up and over the glass.
Nice backdoor pass there by Melvin. Oh,
Pass
good
is
steal.
stolen by Melvin. Drives it up and in for 2. Easy bucket off the turnover.
Melvin thought maybe he was going to rise up for a big jam, but with the defender kind of trailing off of him and on him, off of him, good move to go for the layup.
Tenbridge over to Cooper.
Oh, good step through move. And gets
Lays
the
it in.
basket. It looked like he was stopped initially, but he kind of just stepped through the defense in the paint. Oh, nice no-look
And a
backdoor
foul
pass.
drawn by Williams.
That's a good no-look pass into the paint. As Williams gets fouled going up for the layup, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Speaking of points in the paint, East LA currently with a total of 28 points in the paint compared to Compton's 12.
And how about this stat here? I'm looking at your screen. 11-11 from the free throw line so far for the Huskies.
Yeah, perfect from the free throw line. Tartars
And
just
we
as
jinxed it.
good, shooting 83%. They've hit 10 of 12.
What's it called? The broadcaster's jinx?
Yep, you said it, not me. So everyone blames Serwin.
Usually how it works around here.
I know better. Apparently you don't. And another over-eager inbound by Compton. Second time they've done that today. So that is another turnover for the Tartars.
Inside G's, not quite.
Godfrey couldn't get it to go as Washington gets the rebound. Washington.
Sometimes with big men, especially with Godfrey, most nights it's going to be quite a few nights he's going to be the tallest guy on the court. We'd like to see him take his time a bit and not rush when he goes up for a shot.
Washington shoots for 3, comes up short. East LA with the rebound. Williams finds a lane off the glass, no good. But a foul's called.
Nice little English spin on the ball, just couldn't get it to spin back and drop. But
It had just the amount of finesse, but just a
Right.
little too much oomph as it rolled right off of the rim.
centrifugal force.
I'm a little rusty on my physics. I couldn't tell you which one it is.
Williams now.
If anything, I'll say it had too much angular momentum.
Okay. Okay, we could go with that. Again, 1 or 2 from the line for Williams as Huskies push their lead to 13. And a little bit of a full court defense here, but not fully. We haven't seen a trap yet.
Piero gets it over to
We
Tenbridge.
see a
He
turnover.
loses it. Melvin with the takeaway. Pass to Jaleo Keith, who
Blew the
lays it
layup.
up and comes up short. Godfrey with the rebound, stolen away by the Tartars. It's Tenbridge. Gets it over to Piero for 3. It's good.
I wonder why O'Keefe didn't just dunk that. And a foul called. Melvin draws the foul. Compton's trying to lobby for a travel on Michelini Jackson. But yeah, talk about sometimes certain things in games. One thing that doesn't happen for one team, one thing happens for the next team. It could be a potential momentum changer. July O'Keefe misses the easy lay-in.
Godfrey goes for it, rebounded by Jaden Williams.
Godfrey harassed by two defenders there. So he's put the ball up.
Piero over to Cooper. Tries to weave his way past Shamar Morrow, who draws a foul.
Kind of got the baseline inside positioning on Morrow, and was able to drive baseline. Morrow had to bump him to keep him from getting an easy shot off. So this will be Cooper for the line for two. But what hurt about that missed layup is that Compton came back down, Albert, and hit that three. So you're talking about a 5-point swing there. Both free throws good. Compton closes within 8, 57-49. A little nominal backcourt pressure by Compton. Williams advances it.
Williams over to Morrow. Bounce pass.
Oh, yeah, call that foul because Melvin clearly had the position. It was going up for the dunk, and you can see his hand got hit, knocked away from the rim.
Yeah, it was a quick little dump pass from Morrow to Melvin, and fouled very much going on the way up.
But, you know, if you're going to go up emphatically, go up with force and conviction. At the very worst, you can draw a foul. Melvin buries the first free throw.
Brendan Wilson re-enters for the Huskies. One to shoot for Melvin.
Wilson comes in for Godfrey. Wilson plays a big guard. You know, he's a two guard, but he rebounds well. As Morrow's going to get called for the foul for pushing out Donald Washington out of bounds. A little too zealous, overzealous. Morrow showing some pressure, token pressure in the backcourt, excuse me.
Cooper over to Williams. Cooper on the outside, near corner, off the rim. Rebound, East LA.
Try to step back three.
Williams over to Melvin, puts it up, 4-3 off the inside glass, very short. Tenberge for three.
Rimmed out. Melvin with the rebound. Here Coach Mosley saying go, go, go. He's trying to get his team to go from defense to offense quickly. Maybe catch Compton napping.
Nice green setup there by Wilson. Morrow takes it himself all the way, lays it in for two.
That's one of those special skills that Morrow has. He can go from perimeter. He's got the handle. He can get the first step on you, and he can drive to the basket.
Here's Piero setting up the offense for Compton. Out to Tenberge, into Williams, gets it in.
Good pass by Tenberge. Finds Williams driving towards the basket. Easy lay-in.
Morrow again, off the glass. Wilson with the rebound and a foul.
Just talking about it, Wilson's a good rebounder from the guard position. Got the offensive board and drew the foul on the putback.
So foul's charged to Jaden Williams.
Wilson to the free throw line.
Mentioned early in the broadcast, Huskies on a 4-game win streak. Started here about 2 weeks ago when they hosted and beat Santa Monica. Then they went on the road down to San Diego, El Cajon, down to Cuyamaca Classic, and they won 3 straight there. So Huskies now has an opportunity to bank some wins and keep this winning streak going as they prepare themselves for conference play later this month.
Sideline,
Now we're seeing some more pressure. Man-to-man extended. Compton couldn't control the ball as they fell out of bounds. Tennell Powell on the turnover. Sometimes you'll see Morrow bring the ball up. He got stymied there.
Morrow loses possession. Piero with the takeaway. Little quick pass over to Tenberge. Unable to record the shot attempt, but draws a foul.
You like to see Morrow when he recognized a little sooner when he gets walled up on that drive to look at the kick and kick the ball out. Didn't realize it until too late. By the time he started to look up to pass it out, Compton had a hand on the ball and knocked it away from him. First free throw front rim, no good. So 14:24 left. Huskies with 11-point lead, 62-51. Second free throw rimmed out. Morrow again looking to bring it up.
Morrow to the near corner to Langston. Over to Melvin, draws a foul.
Melvin just missed the and one there as that ball kind of rimmed off the front of the rim.
Fouls assistant Tartars number 22.
Instead, he'll go to the line.
Fourth personal, 16 foul. Melvin to the free throw line.
Just the first free throw.
Spencer re-enters for the Tartars alongside Garcia.
Hey, let's go, block out. On this. Eddie, be strong.
And that free throw is wiped out as a lane violation on the Huskies. Negate the point.
Sideline, midline, back.
Corner three, it's good.
Eric Garcia with a three from the far corner. Morrow with the ball, dumps it off to Melvin. Takes the inside, puts it up.
That was a good eye there by Morrow. Looked like he was going to take it all himself, but found Melvin under the basket. Smarts to dump it off.
Morrow making the extra pass.
Good defense there by Brandon Wilson. He got the block. Compton will inbound under Huskies basket. Good job by Melvin to break that one pass up. 7 left on the shot clock for the Tartars.
The pass goes out of bounds, so we'll retain with the Tartars. Garcia, spinning move, tries to get around Huey, gets it over to Tenberge, dinks it in.
That layup was because Compton made Huskies pay for gambling on defense. It's a late double team on pressure on the ball handler.
Huey off the rim, no good. Piero working around Langston. And a blocking foul charged to Melvin.
You know, Huey, we've seen a little bit in the last home game, kind of channel his inner Jalen Brunson. I mean that as a small guard who can use his footwork and dribble to get inside the paint and get a shot off.
To the free throw line.
Compton now going a little cold at the free throw line. 8-point game with 12:54 left. Looks like Compton was trying to call a timeout, but it was missed by the ref.
64-57 with 12:46 remaining here in the second half. Melvin with the fadeaway, no good. Almost rebounded by Jackson. Garcia goes for the alley-oop attempt, stolen away by East LA. Jackson far corner, three off the rim, kicked away by the Tartars.
No, it looks like it was out. Yeah, it looks like it was out of bounds on Wilson. He kind of knocked it away and tried to.
Yeah, so Wilson probably made last contact just as it was going out of bounds.
He knocked it away and tried to save it. He couldn't. And Compton called timeout. Didn't like the look that the Huskies were giving him defensively. Looks like they're going to ask for a 30-second timeout. So like we mentioned, Albert, that this is a good opportunity for the Huskies to build up some wins going into conference play later in the month. If they can hold on today, then they go out to Long Beach Friday, play the Vikings. Then they're back here next Wednesday and host, not back here, they're out to Cerritos next Wednesday before they come back here the following Friday. That's Friday the 12th versus El Camino. And then 2 weeks from today, they go out to LA Southwest. That should be a good one. The Southwest is an improved team this year. And then Friday the 19th is a rematch of last year's playoff classic where Huskies hosted LA Harbor. Had to go to overtime to beat Harbor. LA Harbor will come in here on the 19th. And that'll be the last game before the Huskies start conference the following week.
Garcia gets the inbounded pass, guarded by Huey, working his way past half court. Almost loses it, able to keep it. Overarching pass stolen away by East LA.
And it looks like there's going to be a foul called on Compton. And like Melvin's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. So good job by Melvin. He got positioned defensively. Should be credited for the steal. He got hit as he was stealing the ball. So 1-and-1.
So fouls officially charged to Dake Chanberge.
First free throw down and in.
Number 21, Todd Evans, checking in for Tenberge.
Second free throw good.
66-57 with 12:07 left.
From the naked eye, it looks like Melvin has improved his free throw shooting from last year. At least his form.
Langston here, guarded and Payero. Near side to Garcia. Weaves his way around, pass goes out of bounds, turnover.
You mentioned a lot of new faces here on this Huskies team. Young team. One thing they'll need to learn is that sometimes just sticking to the fundamentals of operating your offense and defense can go a long way. I say that
Cooper comes in for Eddie Spencer.
I mention that because Compton shoots as a team under 40% from the field for the season. So if you're the Huskies, if Coach Mosley just get them to play good positional defense, they don't have to do anything too special.
Wilson keeps it himself, and it goes.
Nice read of the offense. Oh, Huey. Yeah, Huey got bumped as he was trying to navigate through the screen. So offensive foul called on Compton.
So legal screen.
He got shoved in the small of his back. So maybe this is with 10:57 left in the game. Maybe this is the point where the Huskies can make their move. Put together a nice 7-8 point run. Create some safe distance.
Huey over to O'Keefe, into Wilson, off the glass and good. 70-57 as Cooper lays it in himself.
Good job by Compton to break the full court defense there by the Huskies.
Jalea O'Keefe from downtown, too long off the glass and a foul.
Yeah, that wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
That was also very obvious.
The foul was already on Langston, and I do believe he just got teed up there. For
yeah, he did. For
a
that
nice
extra
little,
shot.
like, it was a little friendly, but it was like a, get out of here, a little too much. Absolutely deserved to be teed up for that.
You know,
Just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. It's unfortunate because, you know, you never want to take away a player's aggressiveness, but when sometimes you're beat for rebounding, you get beat positionally. Best thing to do is to just get back on defense. So he actually committed 2 errors in that sequence, which was, one, he reached over for the loose ball foul and drew the loose ball foul, and then in frustration kind of shoved the player that kind of beat him to the position defensively for the rebound. And so that was just a double whammy. Langston averaging 11.5 minutes per game. Usually brought off the bench. Does have 1 start this season.
Here, inbounds to Cooper. Jalea O'Keefe almost all over him.
Good steal
Pass stolen away by Wilson. Not fouled on the way up, but O'Keefe with the putback for the second chance.
I wonder if maybe they didn't give him the foul when he went up because he started to lose control a little bit as he was going down the court.
Yeah, it might have been all hands on the ball there. It's a little more of a block than it was an actual shot. Cooper for 3, far off the rim. Foul.
Yeah. I thought that Mosley was talking about it was a push, but the foul was assessed on Compton. Maybe Mosley's arguing for an intentional foul, but I mean the foul was on Compton, so the Huskies will have the ball.
Huskies ball.
72-61 with 9:43 and counting in this one.
On the floor for East LA.
Pick by Godfrey. Yeah, folks are not happy about that, but he was moving when he set that pick. Again, we talked being able to execute some of the fundamentals and be able to execute fundamental play. This is a point in the game where the Huskies, you know, they're putting on the press and they're doing some pressuring, which is okay and everything. But again, with a team that can't shoot over 40% from the field, you would think that what you want to do is just play good positional defense. Now, the Huskies haven't quite been able to get to that point yet this season. Hopefully, they continue to navigate and grow towards that way. But they're still kind of operating more off of raw talent right now. As Compton is sent to the line, this will be Eric Garcia.
Fouls charged to Brandon Wilson.
Second free throw is good. Compton closes again to a 9-point deficit. Albert, Compton has crept up their field goal percentage. They were shooting a little over 39% at the half. Now they're better than 46%. Aaron, they're 8 of 20. They're 40% from downtown. As
Yeah,
Compton
much
forces
improved
a
here in
turnover
the
there.
second half.
So the Huskies still have the lead, but they need to be careful because some of the shooting numbers start to trend more in Compton's direction.
Reenters for the Huskies. Turner's ball.
Looking behind us, we got some coaches with us. We got Coach Turner with women's basketball. We got the good doctor, Coach Elliott Walker, Dr. Elliott Walker, for women's volleyball. He of the 20-win women's volleyball team.
So foul charge to Shamar Morrow. It's officially a shooting foul. So Cooper will go to the line for 3 shots.
So
The refs unintentionally ice Cooper there on his first attempt.
So now they're saying it was a three-point attempt that he was fouled on. So he's going to get 3. So that's just a practice free throw. They sure did ice him.
So he missed what would have been his first shot, but there was clarification between the refs. Some of them thought for 2, but it was always for 3, as Cooper was always behind the 3-point line.
What to shoot for Cooper?
Getting some comments from the peanut gallery behind us. The crowd's in front of us as that third free throw finally falls for him. The peanut gallery consists of our athletic director and other likewise folk.
Williams out to Jackson. Back to Williams, takes it himself to Shamar Morrow. In and out, and gets the putback.
Wilson does. Mentioned that Wilson's a good rebounder for the position and his size.
On the floor for the Tartars, number 1, Oros, Cooper, Tenberge, Jordan English, and Melvin Payero. Cooper out to Oros, over to Tenberge for 3, swish.
Now, what happened there? Morrow overplayed his man and allowed him to penetrate inside, and that's kind of got the Huskies defense shuffling. Ended up with an open 3 for Compton.
Williams spins around Oros, kicks it near side to Jackson. Just short, Godfrey with the rebound. They'll get a fresh 30. Jackson himself gets
From
2.
free throw line. Easy J there for him. And the Huskies will take a timeout. As DeMaje Washington tells us he's coming in after the timeout.
It's good to know he's telling me, but I'm not the right person.
Neither is the scoreboard operator. As he's pouring over team stats here. Yeah, he leads, that's Jake Tenberge drum. He leads the team in scoring at 17 points a game. Then you got number 50 and Melvin Payero for Compton. He's second at 13.4. Are you trying to cross scout? You see some guys that could, no? Okay. Because you know coaches never stop scouting. They could be at a badminton game, and if a player shows some physicality, especially football coaches, they never stop scouting.
So 9-point lead for East LA with 7:42 remaining. Score 76-67.
Drum says that the Huskies are doing a good job holding Tenberge under his season average, which they are. He's only at 8 points. He averages 17. But Melvin Payero is over his average, 13.6 a game. He's got 18.
Currently leads points leading scorer for the Tartars here tonight.
And he's also the leading scorer for the game.
Tenberge keeps it himself, spins around Wilson, and travels.
Huskies ball.
And see, that's what I mean by good fundamental positional defense. Wilson didn't have to do anything special. All he had to do was maintain his position and put his hands up and not give up any space.
So little back and forth passes between Williams and Shamar.
Williams tried a little push one-hander from about 15 feet out.
Piero out to Oros, in and out.
That's going to probably a loose ball foul on ELAC. Looks like Compton had the position on the rebound. And it is. It's going to be on Gregory Melvin.
Fouls assistant Huskies number 32, Gregory Melvin. Second personal, 10th team foul.
Being Washington at the line.
Washington.
It's 2 for 2 so far. He's got 9 points and 6 rebounds. There's his 10th point. Compton hanging around here, Albert, as they're down only 8. 6:56 left. Second free throw is good, and now they trail by 7. Huskies up to 76-69. Huskies looking to run some four-corner offense, and the ball is stolen. It's Compton was anticipating it.
It was Oros with the steal from Jackson.
And
No
a
blocking
call.
foul called on Wilson. That
No-
looked like
no
it
charge.
very much was a moving screen there.
Okay, I thought maybe it was a charge, and he really did lower his
It looked to me
elbow.
like it was like a late set,
Okay.
but you know,
Even though he rolled his shoulder and pretty good. Compton lowering the deficit as Morrow decides to try a 3 and hits hard off the back rim. Compton the rebound, looking to make this a one-possession game, Albert. The 3.
Tenberge in and out.
Compton now starting to get to the boards. And he just kind of gave the
No
ball up
defensive
and
foul. There's another foul. Yeah, because English ran right into Melvin, and Godfrey just fell flat on his back. No call there.
No, but
East LA got the turnover upon that. And then actually it was a foul on Compton there.
Yeah.
So that'll send Williams to the line. For a second there, I thought it was an offensive foul called on Cameron Williams.
perhaps, but I think what happened where the turnover happened was the refs felt that the Huskies aptly walled off Compton there. As that free throw on the 1-on-1 is missed and rebounded by Compton. Huskies still try to apply pressure, man pressure in the backcourt.
Here's Garcia, nice little screen pass over to Piero. 15 left on the shot clock. Nice pass over to Tenberge. And a foul.
Offensive foul. Assessed that Jake Tenberge, kind of shaking his head, hands on his hips, couldn't believe got hit with that call. Compton's not just hanging around, but slowly nipping into, cutting away into this Husky lead.
East LA making little mental mistakes that Compton is able to take advantage of. And like you said, just nipping at the heels of the Huskies. Nice pass over to Williams. Tries to get it to Melvin, goes rogue.
Yeah, Compton just knocked it out. And Compton's bench is getting riled up. Huskies need to execute here.
Pass gets over to Godfrey. Here to Langston, back in the game. Over to Williams, out to Langston. Melvin's pass over to Godfrey goes wide. Piero with the steal. Wide off the glass, rebound East LA.
Michelini Jackson gets the loose ball. Gonna bring it up. Got some pressure. Got it poked away, but it's out of bounds. Huskies retain possession.
Brandon Wilson back to the floor for ELAC.
So Brandon Wilson comes in for Godfrey.
teams have opposite records. Huskies are 7-5, Compton's 5-7.
Wilson out to Jackson. Just wide off the rim.
We were looking at Compton's record and I was thinking this is a plucky team. I mean, they played the defending champs Orange Coast in the first game of the season, and they only lost to Orange Coast by 5. So this is not a Compton team that's, kind of lacking, even though they're at 5-7. Again, they're plucky.
Yeah, this isn't the Compton team of pasts.
No. Melvin got past his defender there for the lay-in, and Compton will call timeout.
So with that Compton timeout, we'll take a quick break ourselves. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back here in the second half, live on SportsNetUSA.net for Husky basketball as they lead the Compton Tartars by a score of 78-71, 4:19 remaining as Piero dribbles past half court, guarded by Langston, over to Cooper. Back to Piero, little step back, over to Garcia. Cooper was on the right far wing, puts it up for 2 and 1.
Melvin drew the contact as he put the shot up. The shot's good, and Compton now has a chance to draw within 4. Coach Mosley kind of arguing maybe he should have called, the foul should have been called before the shot. Free throw miss, Melvin with the rebound.
Williams guarded by Garcia, kicks it out to Jackson. So far, East LA just playing on the perimeter. Now they bounce it into Williams. A little too much. Rebound is by Piero. Far side corner kicked to Oros and loses it out of bounds.
Huskies struggling to run some of this late game offense. They're trying to run the 4 corners, take half court, and just having a little trouble with it. That's where Donjay Lindsay would help out as a lead guard.
Jackson fails to put up jumper. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with East LA.
Compton knocked it out midair.
Huskies ball.
3:18 left. Melvin inside. Inside G's. Big bucket there, but
Gregory Milton.
I like Coach Drummond appreciated that inside move there by Melvin. Always said he had good size for his height.
Langston in the face of Piero.
Good defense there. Langston has challenged that 3. Huskies.
Garcia was all over Jackson there, grabbing jersey, making contact. Jackson upset that there's no foul called. And a timeout.
Timeout Huskies.
Coach Mosley not happy with his team.
I think Jackson has a little bit of a case there. You know, Garcia was like, you know, tugging on his jersey, getting all over. Like you can see his jersey became untucked.
Yeah,
it doesn't become untucked unless someone's actually tugging and pulling and holding on you.
But most is very animated in the timeout. I think it's not just. I think maybe the non-call maybe got the Huskies out of sync in terms of operating their offense, and that's what you saw. Just try to get them to get their heads back into it and run the type of offense they need to run with the clock in the game situation. They're up 7 with 2:33 left. Again, fundamental basketball is what the Huskies need right now. Looks like most of his words are being aimed at Javion Langston. Letting him have it a bit. Phil Langston was not out in position where he was supposed to on what that offensive set was supposed to be. Huskies inbound. Got to take care of the ball here, Albert.
Absolutely can't let the Tartars back in here. Pass almost stolen away by Compton. Long three-point shot, no good. The shot clock violation as did not make contact with the rim.
You know, it's the same person, Eric Garcia for Compton. Almost came up this. He came up to steal first time he saw that. So the Huskies, again, having trouble running their late game offense.
He's getting extremely extra aggressive here in the second half with his defensive play.
Credit Compton for hanging around. Also, the uptick in shooting.
Pierre over to Oros, kicks it outside to Washington, goes for three and hits it. 4-point game with 1:54 left.
And now the test begins for the young Huskies. Can they execute their offense with pressure?
Langston over to Wilson. Nice easy deuce.
Good feed there. And Langston finding Wilson. The energy in the gym just kind of kicked up a notch, didn't it, Albert?
Absolutely, it's definitely increased here with just 2 minutes left. Langston with the block. Washington able to get it back. Piero puts it up. Out to Oros for three. Just off the rim and misses. Cameron Williams with the rebound.
Huskies fortunate that Compton couldn't get them.
Williams fouled on the way up. As Coach Holloman strongly disagrees.
Says he was acting the whole way. Did I hear that right? So that Williams was acting, trying to buy the foul call as he was driving to the basket.
So foul officially charged to DeMondre Washington.
Coach even saying that it's his hair.
So indeed got the clarifying comments that he did think he was acting the whole way. Saying quote, his hair helped too, whatever that means.
I didn't know that a certain hairstyle would be conducive to
sure
foul calls.
He said it, not me.
Speaking of, well, we're going to go that route. How about Jacob Oros and his hairstyle?
So getting some clarification here on the actual foul.
Okay, so it looks they thought the foul was on number 50, Valvin Piero. Initially, it was thought that DeMondre Washington committed the foul, which would have been his fifth foul. He would have fouled out.
Yeah, so like they said it was 50, but it was charged to the wrong person.
Right.
So Piero has not fouled out. They thought they assessed it to Washington, who had fouled out, but they've actually made that reversal. So Washington still in the game, as is Piero for the Tartars.
Which is big if the Tartars are going to try and make a late run of this with one left. Williams missed the first free throw.
Yeah, still only a 6-point lead here for East LA. Now 7-point lead with just just over a minute remaining.
And that's actually a big free throw because it makes it a 3-possession game for the Huskies. So
Piero with the step back three, just off the rim, rebounded by Williams. Over to Morrow. Quick pass over to Melvin. And that could be the dagger with 42.8 seconds remaining.
the referee said not a
So
timeout.
another timeout was called. We'll have some time put back onto the clock.
It's not a formal timeout. The refs just want to correct the game clock.
So 2 seconds put back onto the clock, 44.8 left.
That said, still big fast break basketball. The Huskies, 9-point advantage under 43 seconds to count out. Compton's got to hurry.
DeMaje Washington, quick pass out to Cooper. Shot goes wide, rebounded by Jaden Williams. Bounce pass over to Washington, out to Garcia. Long three, no good. Rebound, East LA, 25 seconds left. Mara with the deep pass over to Melvin. Now they'll just slow play the clock here.
Smart.
Shot clock is the game clock, and a foul.
You know what? That was too late, though, because Compton let way too much time run off the clock if they're going to go with the hacking method.
2 shots for Cameron Williams.
When did he get that rebound? Like maybe, 27
Rebound for East LA was about 25 seconds.
Right, so that's 13 seconds they let off the clock before they decided to foul.
Mm-hmm.
You're down 9. And now down 10. That's pretty much going to be it, Albert. So credit the Huskies. Credit both teams. Actually, got to credit Compton for being a tough out today and being a scrappy team. But credit the Huskies for weathering the storm.
Long three misses, and
that'll
Wilson will dribble it out. So that does it. Huskies beat the Compton Tartars a score of 86-76. And, sir, we did anticipate, the Huskies coming in and defeating Compton today. Although I don't think either of us thought that it would be, potentially this contentious of a game from Compton. But this is clearly not a Compton team of Compton's past. They've come out and clearly shown that they've kind of at least revived their program a little bit in terms of their talent and capability.
Well, a few things. One is maybe it was a little closer than we expected, but I wasn't anticipating an easy Huskies win because seeing how the Huskies have played earlier in the season, where they're still raw in a lot of ways. So the team's still raw, and without maybe their lead guard, their main point guard. Hey, listen, they're going to have some rust spots, but again, they hung tough. Compton hung tough, but Huskies did what they needed to do to stay ahead, and they scored enough points. Well, obviously they scored enough points, but they made the plays they needed to make when Compton was drawing the deficit and the lead closer and closer. So they were down. Compton actually got within 4, and Huskies were able to make the baskets and make the plays they needed to make. So I didn't think it was going to be a easy win. But Compton made it more competitive. Again, this is a team that only lost by 5 to the defending state champ, Orange Coast Pirates. They're 5-7 now, 5-8. They're a plucky 5-7, 5-8, and we've seen now why they are plucky. So credit to Compton for a hard-fought game, but credit for the Huskies for weathering the storm because they're going to face more games like this. So learning what to do and what not to do in these games will help them once conference play starts. You still got ranked teams and Mount Sac and the ranked teams got looks like a cool Pasadena City College team. So learning how to win these games, maybe not pretty, maybe not the exact ideal execution you want, but knowing what to do and what not to do and learning and get these live reps will help this young Huskies team as they move forward.
And you can see on your screen right now the few games coming up for the remaining schedule. So this Friday, they'll go on the road to face Long Beach City College. Next week, Wednesday, they will be at Cerritos College. Their next home game will be next Friday on the 12th. Friday after next. That'll be on the 12th, and they'll be facing El Camino College. That game will, of course, be right here on Sportsnet USA. Tip-off is going to be at 5 p.m., so we look forward to having you guys here for that game and tuning in for that one.
And like you mentioned, that because this is a young team, a bit raw team, this is not a team in years past where those were counted as easy wins, or you knew, okay, hey, listen, no, we know the Huskies, this batch of games, the Huskies going to win. It's not quite the case this year, so the Huskies are going to have to work hard, but may even make for more intrigue as they play these conference crossover games.
Yep, so that's going to do it for us here tonight. We'll see you for the next one. Once again, next home game will be on sportsnetusa.net. That's on Friday, the 12th, versus El Camino College. For Ed Ford, Sir D. Haynes, I'm Albert Robles. Thank you for watching. You've been watching Husky basketball right here on sportsnetusa.net.